felt desire to walk barefoot on this trail. Really ground in to the land and to the mother. I don't do this enough. Today in my women's group, we talked about our inner mother. One Earth sister, Claire Fox, gave us a little bit of a writing thought prompt to simmer on this week, and that prompt was, who is your inner mother? What is her essence? How does she talk to you? Ooh, sounded like a snake. Apparently she talks to me like a snake. Does she have any cool mom tricks? Is she sweet and sassy? Bubbly, fun, easygoing, stern? What's her favorite song? So I find myself mothering many mothers in this lifetime, and I realize my inner mother is calm at times. My inner mother is nourishing, values self-care and self-love. So many self-love rituals. She has her cycles though, and her moods about her just like the moon. She does boil over from time to time, like the kettle on her stove, but not very often. It takes quite a bit to get her there. What gets her there? When she feels unappreciated, unseen, unheard. That boils her kettle real quick. She's fierce when she feels violated and or someone else that she cares for has been violated or harmed. She is fierce. She's a fierce warrior. She will defend the voiceless. She will defend and protect, like Durga, Kali. The Dark Mother dwells within her too. She is capable of severing heads, and yet she's also capable of her compassion, her grace, her loving energy. She's deeply intuitive and it's what she feeds her intuition with her magical kitchen filled with herbs and plant medicines and food and nourishment, encouraging words to herself and others seeking this same nourishment. She has a magical kitchen. And if you ever come hungry to her magical kitchen, she'll always feed you. even if she just has a piece of bread. She's giving. Very giving. Patient. Very patient. And feisty. When it's worth the fight. She's definitely not someone you could walk right over. She stands her ground. She is sovereign in her mind, in her body, and her soul. She's organized. She pays close attention to detail, and she's conscientious. Because she cares about the space, the spatial alchemy of her home, of her heart, of her heart. She's careful not to allow anyone into her temple that may cause her and her children harm. Very careful. And she is wise. She is a wise, wild woman who moans. Who moans. She's the transforming, creative, surging energy, birthing new generations of seeds of wisdom. She's a pioneer, a guide for the ones young and old. And if they ever shall lose their light, she may guide them back home, but not without being fully fed in her magical kitchen. That must come first. So, her essence is so many things. So many. And she changes and transitions with the seasons. She is the fertile soil and the mud of the earth. The dark, the yin, the moon. She goes into the depths of the unknown for her children, for her beloved. And she rises on the waves of the ocean. Sometimes I find myself lying, floating in her waves of hair, the threads of currents that bathe my bones. I delight in the endless floating of her currents and her waves. Oh, so many waves, so many surges. She is ever changing, ever evolving, overflowing, glowing, showing her force A force that is both gentle and calm, restorative, collaborative, and yet fierce and wild and sexual and sensual and violent. And violent. She speaks to me in the babbling of brooks, in the tales of songs. Her voice comforts me. When my inner child needs a mother's warmth, she hugs and she holds us all. And yet, many of us have forgotten this mother. We've forgotten our inner mothers. Who is your inner mother? What is her essence? How does she speak to you, beloved child? Can you hear her whispers? Because she's always calling out for you. Always.